Screen is visible?
Yes.
Okay. So the last class we have discussed about completed the potentiometer part. Now we'll go for the bridges. So bridges are classified into two types, DC and AC bridges. The DC bridges are used for the measurement of resistance and AC bridges are used for the measurement of inductance and capacitance. I have explained already these all the things. Okay. Next we'll go for the Wheatson bridge here now. See, this is the bridge we are going to discuss. This one who has derived, the Wheatson has derived this bridge. For resistance he has connected in a form of bridge, and at the center of that one in between he has connected one galvanometer or sensitive detecting part. Okay, if the potential drop across AD equal to AE, then the current flowing through the galvanometer is zero. So on that condition, it will current flowing through this condition will become zero, means the bridge is balanced condition. So these P and Q are in series and R and S are in series over there. Okay, under balanced condition, we are going to derive the equations over there. 36. Okay, here the whatever the P in this diagram we are considering PQRS. Some places they will write instead of PQRS they are going to use R1, R2, R3, R4. Anything you can use that one here. The A to D, that is P, equal to R1 also you can use, and A to C, that is R. This is nothing but R3 we can use. This is R2, R3 and R4. Like that also you can use this one. There is no restriction. You can use other parameters also, other name also you can give for this one. Okay, very important device used in the measurement of the resistance. Medium resistance we are going to discuss here. Now, medium resistance is the Wheatson bridge. Here now we have shown the null detector at the center middle of that one, which is connected in between the PQ, where it went, in between the PR and QS we have connected null detector, that is nothing but galvanometer here now. The current through the galvanometer depends on the potential difference between the point C and D here now. Potential difference between this point is nothing but you can consider this one and this one, or you can consider DB and BC. So D and C are common points here now. So potential difference between point D and point C, if both are equal, then the difference is zero, it will detect null here. If both are not equal, then some current will flow. On that condition, it will looks like a delta connection here. No, we have to derive the derivation for the non-balanced, unbalanced condition. Some people they have asked that one here, unbalanced condition. So in the assignment, no need to solve that questions. It will not that much important here now. Anyhow, online exam is going on. So in the, which one you have solved in the first year, डेल्टा टू स्टार कनेक्शन करने का, उसके बाद ये दोनों सीरीज पैरेलल में हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट द आंसर यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दैट वन. Okay, the bridge is said to be balanced when there is no current through the galvanometer. We have to consider only for the balanced condition we are going to concentrate, because for the balanced condition we have to identify the unknown resistance over there. So for that reason, if the null detector is detecting zero, there is no detection at all, then the bridge is said to be balanced. Under that condition, we have to find out that one. The bridge is said to be balanced. The bridge is said to be balanced when there is no current through the galvanometer, or when the potential difference across the galvanometer is zero. The potential difference between these 2 points, which one, this DA and AC, or DB and CB, this is potential difference is zero, then the bridge is said to be balanced. We are going to call this occurs when the voltage from the point C to point A equals to the voltage from point D to point A. Same thing whatever I told just now here now. See now I will take one just a minute. I will take the circuit diagram. With circuit diagram I explained means it will be useful, and It will help for you people to explain that one. Okay, see here, for bridge balance we can write I1 current. Here the current is flowing, I1 current is flowing through the P resistance, and I2 is current flowing through the R resistance here now. Okay, so when the bridge is balanced, I told just now, the potential difference between AD equal to AC, then the bridge is balanced. We are going to call that one. So voltage drop, voltage formula again, what is the, according to Ohm's law, V equal to
I into R.
I into R. So here I is there, R is nothing but this one only, P resistance we are going to add here now. So I1 P equal to I2 R we can write here now. Potential drop is nothing but voltage. Voltage drop across AD equal to voltage drop across AC. Then I1P equal to I2R. That is equation number 1 I am considering here now. Next, for the galvanometer current to be 0, the following conditions are also exist here now. Here, if the current flowing through this galvanometer is 0, if the current flowing through this galvanometer is 0, then same current will flow through the Q also. करंट इधर 0 हो गए तो ये ओपन सर्किट एक्ट हो जाएगा फॉर द बैलेंस्ड कंडीशन. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If it is balanced condition, then current flowing through this galvanometer is 0. Same current I1 will flow through this one. Here the connection is there. So I1 equal to I3 we can write. I1 equal to I3 here now. For the parallel circuit, the voltage is same, but resistance will be changes over there. So current will be changes. So these two are in series and these two are in series. I1 equal to I3 and I2 equal to I4 here now. So the circuit will become like this. For the balanced condition, the circuit will become like this here now. This is total E here. No, here we have to connect this one. The circuit will become like this here now. And that condition, what we are going to hear now. So this one, P plus Q is there, P plus Q. And here R plus S is there, R plus S. You can write down here now. For the parallel circuit, the voltage drop across this one E equal to, here also voltage drop across this point, here also E is there, here also E is there. Any parallel branch you consider, total voltage is same only here now. So I1 equal to I3 equal to E. E is the battery supplied, divided by total resistance is P plus Q. We can write down here now. Next, similarly for this one, I2 equal to I4 equal to E divided by R plus S. We can write here now. See here, you can observe or not, this P, Q, R, these are the fixed value we have used. S is variable we have used. This variable thing, it is going to, by varying this one, we can make the balanced this one. This galvanometer or bridge we can make as balanced condition here. This one here, E we are using, this E is the EMF of the battery supply. Whatever the supply we have provided here, that is nothing but EMF we have considered here. Equation number 1 we got, equation number 2, equation number 3. Combining equation 1, 2, 3 and simplifying, we will get that one, P divided by P plus Q. How we are combining here now? Here I1 is there. I1 is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In that place I1, in that place of I1, you substitute this equation. EP divided by P plus Q हो गए. EP divided by P plus Q. This EP divided by P plus Q. In the place of I1, I will substitute E divided by P plus Q. Yes. Substituting equation 2 and 3 in equation number 1, we will get that one. In the place of I1, you substitute this one. In the place of I2, you substitute this one here now. ER, it is nothing but ER here now. ER divided by R plus S. This E gets cancelled. This E and this E gets cancelled. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts you can ask. Don't sit silently. You just try to give the reply. This E will get cancelled. P by P plus Q, R divided by R plus S. This is the equation left here now. Next, what you do, but again rearrange the equation. This denominator term you send into numerator of RHS side. It will become R into P plus Q. And this denominator of RHS you send into numerator, that is called P into R plus S. So simply multiply, splitting this one here now. P into R plus S equal to R plus R into P plus Q here now. P into R, PR. I have written PR here now. P into S, PS plus PS equal to as it is. R into P, RP or PR plus symbol is that plus R into Q, that is called QR. We have written here. So PS equal to this one. This I will write down here now. PS equal to, here the PR term is there, here PR term is there. So I will write RHS as it is here now. PR plus QR. When this plus PR I will send into RHS side, it will become minus PR. This plus PR, when I will send into RHS side, it will become minus PR or not?
Yes, sir.
So plus PR minus PR gets cancelled. So PS equal to QR, the term will be left. That one we have written here. Now PS equal to QR or QR equal to PS. From this one, we can write any equation from these two here. Now this is the balance equation here. Now from this one, P equal to QR by S, S equal to QR by P, or Q equal to PS by R, R equal to PS by Q. So unknown resistance you can write here, that is the formula here. So above equation is the well-known expression for the balance of Wheatstone bridge. If there are resistances between known and the fourth may be determined from the equation 5 is, we obtain this one here. So in this place, we can consider in the place of P, you can write R1, R4. S means R4. Yes, equal to PQ means R2, R means R3. PQRS is converted into R1 into R3. So same equation we got. You can use PQRS or you can use R1, R2. You will get the equation for the same only here. You get the equation, can change here. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, listen carefully. Next I will give the problem. I'm telling you people, now only you have to note the formula. You have to solve the problem. I will randomly ask your roll number. You have to give the answer. If you not give, then I will put absent for the today class. Remember that one. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Recording शुरू है क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go for the next part. This is the equation. Some people still they are waiting room. Roll number 9 and 16. What is the time? How when they are joining? I will not give the attendance. Next, application of Wheatstone bridge, where we can use this Wheatstone bridge. Actually, these are actually in the laboratories and all the things we are not using for you peoples. But for the using motor resistance measure karna hai humko, we can use that one. Winding resistance, transformer winding, relays. We can use in the telephone industry also some small kit. They are going to use that one bridge circuit. It is also telephone companies and other locate cable location ke liye, fault detection, how much resistance is there, any leakages is there, means the galvanometer will detect that one. Like that, we are going to use that one here. But it has some limitations. Actually, two limitations are there. It is not applicable for the low resistance and it is also not applicable for the high resistance. For the low resistance, why it is not applicable means, low resistance means in the form of milli or micro ohm we have to measure. But connector, when we will connect from one connector to another connector, it has some resistance. Yes. The connector also, it has some resistance. So because of that, it will not affect here now. So this is the limitation. It is not applicable for the low resistance. For low resistance measurement, the resistance of the lead or connector and contact becomes significant and introduces error here. Now it may cause the error. The error caused by leads may corrected fairly well, but contact resistance presents a source of uncertainty that is difficult to overcome. Balance करने के लिए हमको difficult होता है. Therefore, a Kelvin bridge is generally prepared for the low resistance. So Wheatstone bridge is not prepared for the which resistance? Low resistance.
Low resistance.
Very good. For the high resistance, why it is not prepared? For the high resistance measurement, galvanometer is sensitive element, but for the high resistance high होगा तो insensitive हो जाएगा, and even the resistance high means the temperature will be increases. It may cause, that is a very sensitive element we are going to use here. No, so for that reason, the temperature will cause us the change of resistance. If the temperature increases, then temperature resistance will be changes over there. And even galvanometer will be insensitive for the higher resistance. For that reason, it is not prepared for the higher resistance here. No. Normally machine, motor winding, transformer winding, for the higher resistance measurement we are going to use the Megger. Megger is mega ohm meter, that is called Megger. We are going to use that. For high resistance measurement, galvanometer is insensitive, and inaccuracy may also be introduced on the account of leakage or insulation of the bridges arms when measuring very high resistance. Actually, very high resistance means it is more than 100 mega ohm, 50 mega ohm, like that, up to some few ohms to few mega ohm. We are going to up to 10 mega ohm we can measure from this bridge, but more than 10 mega ohm it is not possible. For that reason, because the galvanometer will be insensitive, the rise in temperature causes the temperature rise, variation हो जाएगा, उसके वास्ते resistance will be vary. So for that reason, this is not applicable for higher or high resistance also. So it is not prepared for the low resistance, it is not prepared for the high resistance. Then for what range of resistance it is prepared? Wheatstone bridge. Yes. In between this high and low, which resistance will come?
Medium.
Medium
Medium.
resistance. So for the measurement of medium resistance, we are going to prepare the Wheatstone bridge here now. So the use of Wheatstone bridge is limited to the measurement of resistances ranging from few ohm to several mega ohms. Several mega ohms means up to 1 or 2 mega ohms, up to 5 ohms, 10 also, it is okay, no problem. Actually, so this is the limitations. These limitations are corrected by using this limitation, low resistance limitations you keep in your mind. We'll discuss in the Kelvin double bridge. Okay, so I think all of you have note the formula problem you note down. Already we have discussed, even you have attended the ISC also. Actually, no need to explain once again. Then also we are discussing here now. Take a problem. In a Wheatstone bridge, R1 equal to 100 ohm, R2 equal to 1000 ohm, R3 equal to 400 ohm. R1 equal to 100 ohm, R2 equal to 1000 ohm, and R3 equal to 400 ohm. If its galvanometer shows the zero deflection, then determine the value of resistance R4. Resistance R4. All of you know the formula. This is the formula. R1 R4 equal to R2 R3. This is the formula. Here, which data they have given, first all of you read the given data, then according to this you adjust the formula and calculate that. Don't tell the answer. I will ask randomly. I will put absent for them. Only one chance. Who will not give the reply, then also I will put absent for them. Solve it. I have written the formula here. R1, R4 equal to R2, R3. R1, R4 equal to R2, R3. According to use this one, given data I write down and adjust the formula. Just हो गए तो just let me know. Over बोल के बोल सकते हैं. Screen visible है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Problem is visible.
Yes, sir.
Over.
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Will come from the last roll number 44. Ajay,
Yes, sir.
what is the answer?
नहीं सर कर रहा हूँ अभी.
अभी कर रहे. Welcome to you. Roll number 36. Sarthak. Roll number 36.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? Sarthak H. Sawant. Two members are there. One more Sarthak is there. No? Roll number 25. Roll number 25. Sarthak Lokande. Please tell the answer. Otherwise, I'll put absent for you. Roll number 25. Give the reply list. Your voice is not audible. Roll number 20. Harshavardhan. Roll number 20. Roll number 15. Roll number 20 also I will 20 and 25 absent I have added the absent list. Roll number 15.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer?
R4 400.
R4 equal to 400. We'll check that one. Okay. Roll number 12.
Yes, sir.
Tell the answer.
R4 is equal to 4000 ohm.
4000 ohm. 400 ohm, 4000 ohm. Okay. Roll number 9.
Sir. Sorry, sir.
Roll number 9.
Hello, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
सर
4000?
-4 400 येते सर.
Okay, okay, ठीक है. Don't know 400, 4000. Okay. Roll number 9.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer, madam? Roll number 9. I am asking to you only. Mahek Patel.
Yes, sir. सर कैलकुलेट करते हैं.
अभी कैलकुलेट करते हैं. इतना टाइम क्या किए फिर आप? आंसर शीट शेयर हो गई क्या ऑलरेडी?
यस सर.
फिर इधर तो नहीं दिख रहे मेरे को.
सॉल्यूशन दिख रहा है सर.
सर सॉल्यूशन दिख रहा है.
पूरा?
हाँ पूरा पूरा.
यस सर.
नेक्स्ट अभी क्या दिख रहे?
सॉल्यूशन के
Same ही है.
ऊपर आपने फॉर्मूला लिखा है.
अभी सिर्फ फार्मूला लिख रहे हैं क्या?
नहीं सॉल्यूशन है
नहीं,
उसके ऊपर
formula
ऊपर फॉर्मूला लिखा है.
एक मिनट. I will join my mobile and I will check that one better option instead of asking you. This is a problem of Zoom actually. Sometimes the slide will not be visible. Sometimes unnecessary it is receiving. It has not taken the full screen then. Full screen nahi dikh rahe ho. So already the solution you are seeing then. Okay, leave it. So the given data is R1 equal to 100, R2 equal to 1000, R3 equal to 400. So R4 you have to calculate here now. So R4 for balanced condition bridge, we have Whitson bridge formula PS equal to QR is nothing but P equal to R1, Q equal to R2, R equal to R3, and S equal to R4. We have used here. So based on that, directly we can get the formula of the R4. R4 equal to R2, R3 divided by R1 formula. We can use that one. By using that formula, we'll get that one. 1000 into 400, that is 4000 divided by 100. Sorry, 40,000 divided by 100 is nothing but 4000 or 4 kilo ohm also. We can write down this one. Can write 4 kilo ohm also. Okay. Next one. This one also. मेरे को इधर फुल स्क्रीन किया तो भी नहीं आ रहा है. क्या करने का इसको? बाकी चीज ले रहे बट इट इज नॉट टेकिंग द. Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the second problem, we'll take that one. What will be the value of R when Wilson network is balanced condition? So following values are known. That is R1 equal to 500, R2 equal to 800, R3 equal to R plus 400, R4 equal to 1000. Find the value of this R, small r value. You have to find that one. All of you solve that one. Take the value of, note down, write the given parameter value. Next, you write the R1, given parameter, and what is the formula for the balancer circuit. Then you have to calculate that one. Over.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell the answer, anyone?
225.
200?
25.
225. Any other answers? Any other answers? It is the correct answer only. See here, the first we have to write the given data. R1 equal to 500, they have given in the question. R2 equal to 800, they have given in the question. R3 equal to R plus 400, they have given. And R4 equal to 1000 here. 1000 ohm is there. So we know the formula for the bridge condition, balance condition, R1, R4 equal to R2, R3. Here R1 is 500, they have given 500 to substitute here. R2 equal to 800, here 800 R3 equal to R plus 400, R plus 400 you write as it is, R4 equal to 1000 here. Like that you have to write here now. Otherwise, the R3 term is here, the R is there, you make this one as separate here now. R3 equal to R1, R4 divided by R2, you can do that one here now. So many methods are there. So R3 equal to R plus 400 you keep here, and R1 equal to 500, R4 equal to 1000, R2 equal to 800. This 20 and this 20 gets cancelled. 1000 into 5, 5000 divided by 8 here now, 625 answer will get here now. For R plus 400 go, 625. This 4 plus 400 is there. When I will send into RHS side, it will become minus
Minus
400 here now. So 625 minus 400, how much it is?
225.
So this is the answer here. So many people have done the mistake in the where while doing the ISC question paper. I have given this one as minus, na? This one minus 4 or something I have given over there, but you people, you have done a mistake, and I don't know how many of you have calculated actually that is. Okay, so this completes the Whitson bridge. Just small repetitions we are doing here. Already we have studied here. Now next we will go for the Kelvin double bridge. Actually, this bridge we have solved the whole derivation in the practical. Yes, we have already solved the whole derivation in this one here. So the Kelvin double bridge is the modification of the Whitson bridge. Whitson bridge, it has a limitation. It is not prepared for the low resistance. Whitson bridge is not prepared for the low resistance. So to measure the low resistance below 1 ohm, what we have to do? Few ohms to few mega ohm, we are going to use the Whitson bridge. But less than 1 ohm, we have to measure that one. On that condition, which bridge we have to prepare? Like then, based on this condition, the Kelvin has derived one circuit which consists of double bridge. Instead of single bridge, he has used double bridge circuit to measure the resistances below 1 ohm. So Kelvin's bridge is a modification of Whitson bridge and is used to measure values of resistance below 1 ohm. So Kelvin bridge is used for the measurement of low resistances. The Kelvin bridge we are going to use for the low resistances, which will be vary in the range of 1 ohm to 10 micro ohm. Micro means how much? 10 to the power of? Micro means 10 to the power of? I'm asking to you people.
-6.
-6 or +6?
-6.
-6.
If it is 10 to the power of +6 means?
Mega.
Mega ohm. Very good. So 10 to the power of -6, that is indicates micro here now, 1 ohm to the 10 micro ohm. So as Kelvin bridge is used for the measurement of low resistances values, the accuracy of the measurement of low resistance in the Kelvin bridge is of order of, see here, accuracy is there plus or minus 0.05 to 0.2. That is only the very less plus or minus they are going to tell that one. Very that much 0.05 to 0.2 variation will be there, the accuracy here now. So we'll go to the circuit, that is Kelvin double bridge circuit. This is the circuit here now. Here, this part is introduced newly. These two arms are introduced newly for the Kelvin double bridge, considering the Whitson bridge. Whitson bridge, देखो अभी इधर battery was there, here the battery was there, and PQRS was there already. So this middle of the part, they have added two resistances, that is called the inner or second arms, we are going to call that one. These two are the first arm, these two are the second arm, we are going to call that one. So the potential drop across C and D is equal, then it will detect null detected here. It is going to detect the null here now. So here this is for the current limitation we have used, that is very well resistances, that is just a minute. Variable resistance we have used just to limit the current of the battery supply here now. P and Q are the outer arm ratio, and this small p and Q are the inner arm or second arm ratios. We are going to consider that one. Here, see here, the connector is there, the contact resistance is the Whitson bridge limitation is mainly contact resistance also. It is considering here now because it has some resistances. That one also we are going to measure here now. See here, I told that one, the potential difference between this point and this one should be equal, then only it will detect null position. So from here to here, the potential difference, it is related to only P only. But from here to this point, this all things we have to consider here. These all things we have to consider here. Yes or no? These all things we have to consider. And for this other side also, BD and BC also we have to consider. Just a minute. I will leave from the mobile. Okay, so here somewhere the between C and point M and N to eliminate the effect of connecting leads here now. Here M and N, this is shorted to eliminate the connection of the connector here. Now we have eliminated that one here. Now the unknown resistance are here. This one is unknown resistance and the one standard resistance. Out of these two, we can use one as standard, another one as unknown resistance here. Now total how many resistances are there? This is unknown. Sorry, this is eliminating the connector. We are using small r. We will use this one. Other than this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resistances are there. This seventh one is, this is only related to the supply here now. Out of these 6 resistances, this capital P and Q are the first arm ratio. So small p and q are the second arm ratio, and the r is, one is standard resistance, another one is which one? Unknown resistance. We can use that one here now. Based on this, we have to derive the equation for the null position or for the balanced condition. We have to derive the equations. So you can see the practical video for already this whole derivation. It will take nearly 1 hour to complete the derivation here now. This complete derivation to complete that 1 hour it is required. So first EAD we are going to write the potential drop across A to D. We have solved here now. P divided by P plus Q. Just now previously the current I1 equal to, we have solved like that. Based on that condition only we have solved here now. P divided by P plus Q plus EAC here now. This one we have added here now. This one we have added here. EAB up to here we have considered here. This is EAB. To derive the EAB, again we have to solve EAB equation separately. Then we have to substitute here. Then EAMD here now. EAM. This is, where is D here now? A to MD. Here we have to solve that. So finally, so substituting all the equations together, we are going to get the equation here now. This is this one. EAD place, we have P divided by P plus Q here now, and I gets cancelled here now. R plus S, P plus Q R into R. So this all conditions, the final total equation for the balanced condition is, this is the unknown resistance R. We have derived the equation. This is the equation for the balanced condition. This one again we have to reduce when the bridge is balanced, or if this arm ratio P by Q equal to this P by Q here now. If this capital P by Q equal to small q by P by Q height, so on that condition, what will happen? The bridge circuit is, again it will reduce here now. See here. Here P by Q is there, small q, capital Q P by Q, here small p by Q is there. Yes or no? Capital P by Q minus small p by Q. If both are equal, what is the answer result of this one?
0.
0. 0 into multiplication of anything, it will become 0 only. 0 into you will do 10 lakh crore together, then also it is 0 only, na?
Yes, sir.
So this complete term will become 0. Complete term will become 0. So what is the left term here now again? R equal to P by Q, yes. This is nothing but PQ equal to PS equal to RQ only, QR only. Same Whitson bridge circuit only we have got here now. PS equal to QR, or R1, R2, R4 equal to R2, R3. Yes or no? So same equation we got for the under balanced condition. If P by Q equal to P by Q, the first arm ratio and second arm ratio both are equal, then the bridge is balanced. Sorry, previously the balanced condition we have considered this one. But if both the arm ratios are equal, then again the bridge circuit will be, the equation will be reduces here now, and this is the final equation we are going to get here. The same equations we are going to use for the Whitson bridge and Kelvin double bridge, but you have to remember that one. You have to remember. If the arm ratios, they will not give correctly exactly. If the first arm ratio and second arm ratios are different, if P by Q equal to 10, A P by Q equal to 2, ऐसा different है तो on that condition you have to use this complete formula. Remember, ये formula use करने का on that condition. First आपको P, Q, R, S और ये small q सब values देते हैं. उसके बाद आप क्या करने का, first you have to calculate capital P by Q and small q P by Q you have to calculate. If both are equal, directly you can use this formula. If both are not equal, then you have to use this formula. While using the problem, while solving the problem, I am telling that one. Is it clear? If P by Q equal to P is not equal to P by Q, then use this formula. If P by Q equal to P by Q, then use this common equation. I am telling that. Is it clear? We'll solve the problem. One problem.
Yes, sir.
So already this is the direct equations we have solved. So not on this one. A Kelvin double bridge uses standard resistance 100 microhm. What is the standard resistance? Standard resistance means what? They have told, yes, we are using as a standard resistance here now. So in the equation, while writing that one, we have used S equal to standard resistance. That is 100 micro. Micro means how much?
10 raised to minus 6.
10 to the power of minus 6 is there here. 100 into 10 to the power of minus 6 is nothing but divided by 10 into 6 zeros. Total 6 zeros you have to. In that 6 में और ये 2 और 6 2 minus किया तो कितना बचते? 4 0 बचते. 4 zeros is nothing but this is 1 2 3 4. The point should be here now. So 0.0001 we can write here now. And see here the inner arm ratios 15 ohm and 30 ohm here now. So inner arm ratio means 15 and 30 ohm. What is nothing but the outer arm ratios, they have given 40 and 60. This is P and Q. This is P and Q here now. Capital and small. This is inner means small. Inner means small only, na? In the
Yes,
bridge
sir.
circuit, inner arms are small pq, outer arms are capital PQ. So here inner ratio arms. So small p equal to 15, small q equal to 30 they have given here. Now I will write here inner arms p equal to 15 ohm and small q equal to 30 ohm. The outer arms, that is capital P equal to 40 and capital Q equal to 60 ohm. If the resistance of the connecting lead from the standard to unknown resistance is 800 ohm, standard to the unknown resistance is 800 ohm, they have given here now. 800 ohm they have given here. Calculate the unknown resistance under these conditions. Calculate the unknown resistance. In this one they have given here now. 800 minus micro ohm they have given here now. Let's solve it now. Substitute here. R equal to P is given, Q is given, S is given. This one, this is actually small, not capital. This is small r. Inner, what they have told. एक मिनट, इधर देखो, इधर ये स्टैंड अननोन रेजिस्टेंस है, इधर स्टैंडर्ड रेजिस्टेंस इधर तक मींस कौन सा कनेक्ट है ये अननोन रेजिस्टेंस तक. इन बिटवीन व्हिच वन इज कनेक्टेड हियर? Which resistance is connected here? This is the standard, this is the unknown. In between these two, which one is connected? Which resistance it is? Visible hai kya nahi? This is small r is connected in between that one. So we have to use here small r, this one. This one is small r, it is not capital R. आवाज आ रहा है? Is it audible? Yes, it is a small r value here. So r you keep as it is. P equal to 40. 40 I have substituted. Q equal to 60 and S equal to 0.0001. plus symbol here now. Q equal to 30, R equal to 800 micro is nothing but 0.008, 0.008 we have considered. P equal to 15, Q equal to 30, and R equal to 0.008 here now. Open bracket, 40 by 60 minus 50 by 30 here now. See here, 40 by 60, it is nothing but 2 by 3. It is nothing but here 1 by 2 is there. Both are not equal. Equal hai kya dono?
No.
These two are not equal. So the full equations we are using here now. So R equal to, you solve this one, we'll get 6.666 into divided by 10 to the power of minus 5. And this one 0. Like this. You enter in the calculator, then only will understand that one. So after solving this whole equations, we are going to get R equal to 1.555. How much it is? Micro ohm into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohm. We have to get the answer here. You can do the calculation by taking the screenshot. You can do and you can compare with the answer. See the second ISC or chapter test में problems आ सकते हैं, याद रखो. For that reason I am telling you peoples. Third chapter test I will take there soon. In that one you have to be ready that one. Okay, we'll stop here only and we'll continue in the next class. So much things actually selected. Third unit is very much bigger in it. Next AC bridges will become next fourth, fifth. It will not stop now. It will take so much time now. Okay, we'll stop here only and we'll continue in the next class. See, one more thing.